This is the general form of a polynomial. General form of a polynomial in one variable. The highest power on x is called the degree of a polynomial. That degree of a polynomial will learn the next class. Okay. Now let us see what is the general form. So this is called general form of a polynomial. An x power n plus an minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus and so on plus a1 x plus a naught. A naught indicates constant. Okay. an minus 1 a1 and so on up to a1. These are all nothing but coefficients of x. Here what is the variable? X, and these are the numbers multiplying with x, so we have to take these are as coefficients. Okay. The highest degree is what here? N is the highest degree. The coefficient before highest degree of a variable is considered to be leading coefficient. That is called as the leading coefficient. Okay. Now let us see one more detail about it. Now in this I already told you that the general form I already told you that an x power n. So I am taking n equal to 3. Now I will get a third degree polynomial. How? I just replace n with 3. Let us see. a3 x power 3 plus a3 minus 1. How much? a2 x power n minus 1 means n means 3 minus 1 2 plus an minus 2. Next term after n minus 1 will get n minus 2. Okay. That means 3 minus 2 1 a1, and what is the variable here? X, n minus 2 3 minus 2 1 plus a naught. A naught indicates constant term. Okay. This is the general form of a third degree polynomial. Okay, because the highest degree is here 3, so it is a third degree polynomial. Now what about n equal to 2? Okay, let us see n equal to 2. Then I'll get a2 x power 2 plus, here n means what? 2 minus 1. Here if you see 2 minus 1 1 a1 x power 2 minus 1 1 plus and so on, last term will be a naught. Okay. This is the general form of a secondary degree polynomial. Okay. And like this we can write n number of polynomials using this general form. And in the sense you can take any number like 10th degree, 11th degree, 12th degree polynomial. For any degree of a polynomial you can use this as a using this you can write the general form. Clear? Right. In this general form, what is this an indicates? An is nothing but coefficients of variables. These are all coefficients of variables, and a naught is a constant. Okay. And what is this x indicates? Variable. Okay. And if you observe this n is a positive, n minus 1 is positive, these are all positive, so it's a polynomial. This is the nth degree of a polynomial general form. Clear? Right. Now let us see what is the degree of a polynomial. Let us check whether given algebraic expressions are polynomials or not. Then we'll go for the degree of a polynomial. First let us see. All the exponents of algebraic expression must be non-negative integer. As we have discussed in the previous slide, all exponents in an algebraic expression must be non-negative integer in order for an algebraic expression to be polynomial. Now let us see some examples here. Five x power 12 minus 2x power 6 plus x power 5 minus 198x plus 1. If you see, the degree of variables here are, one is 12, the other one 6, and the other one 5. The other one there is no degree, so we have to take it as 1. Okay, so any negative power is there or not? So in these all, you can see only these are all positive numbers. That means this is a polynomial. This is a polynomial. Okay. Let us see next example. X power 4 minus x cube plus x square minus x plus 1. Here what is the degree of x? 4, first one. And for the next one it is 3, 2. And the last one here it is 1. So these are all again positive exponents. So we have to take this one as polynomial because all variables are having non-negative integer exponent. So it's a polynomial. Let us see third one here. (56x power 23). If it is having a single term also, we have to take it as a polynomial if the variable power is non-negative integer. Okay, here variable is x and its power is what? 23, which is a non-negative integer. Hence we can have to take this is also a polynomial. Now let us see next one. 5x minus 7. So what is the power of x here? There is no power represented, so we have to take this power as 1. 5x power 1 minus 1. 5 x power 1 minus 7. So what is the power here? 1. Is it a negative or positive? Positive. Hence it is also a polynomial. Okay. And what about this minus 8? So according to the definition there is no variable here. How can we take it as a polynomial now? Here comes another condition. I will tell you that. So we already learned in previous chapter, that is number system. That what is that? A power 0 is equal to how much? 1. That means any to the power of 0. Any to the power of 0 is what? 1. So I am taking x power 0 beside 8. I am taking x power 0 beside 8, minus 8. So what I will get? Minus 8 into x power 0 equal to, how can I write this? Minus 8 into x power 0 value is what? 1 equal to minus 8. So can I write this minus 8 as x minus 8 into x power 0? Yes, we can write. So we have to say that so minus 8 x power 0 we can write like this. Now what is the variable here? X. X is the variable, right? Now what is the degree of this variable? 0. Is it a non-negative integer or not? Yes, it is a non-negative integer. Hence minus 8 is also a polynomial. Okay, but we'll call it as a constant polynomial. That will come to know in the next class also, next coming class. Okay, now let us see one more few more examples. Now in this example What is the first term? 4x power 6. What is the degree? 6. Next one, 15x power minus 8. What is the degree of a variable here? Minus 8. Can I say this is a polynomial? No, because x is having negative integer as a power, as an exponent. Okay, so this is not a polynomial. Now let us see one more other example. Five root x can be written as what? 5 into x power 1 by 2. You know already root x can be written as x power 1 by 2. Okay, now can a variable should have variable contain fraction as a power x to become a polynomial? No, it is not possible. So we can say that by observing this, we can say that it is not a polynomial. Now let us see other example. 2 by x. In this 2 by x can be written as 2 into 1 by x. What 1 by x can be written as? X power minus 1. So whenever the expression is given, you have to simplify it first. Then you have to decide whether it is a polynomial or not. Okay. So after simplifying, what I get for the first term? Variable is having minus 1, right? That is a negative integer as a power of variable x. So can I say this is a polynomial? No, it is not a polynomial. So with this we can easily identify what are polynomials and what are non-polynomials. Okay. Hence we can say that every polynomial is an expression, but every expression is not a polynomial. In this given examples, this is the way this is in this example, this is an expression, this is an expression, this is an expression, this is an expression, this is also, these are also expressions, but only these are polynomials. And what about these? These are all expressions, algebraic expressions, but not polynomials. Hence what we can conclude? All polynomials are algebraic expressions, but all algebraic expressions are not polynomials. This is what we have to conclude. Okay.